Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it's showtime. I don't know, what do you think about the dramatic looking up at the sky at an angle? Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Hi, I'm me. I'm Lens. This is Lens. Clearly the most handsome character in the game of Guild Wars 2. Distinguished. Elegant. Profoundly handsome. And 72% map complete. Had no idea what I wanted to do. I was going through my characters, ones I hadn't logged into for a while, getting birthday presents. One of them got, I think it was the Jubilant die pack. So that was good news. Open it up. Check. I have every single die in the Jubilant die pack. All of them. So, I figured, well, let's see which of our characters is closest to getting a map comp. And it's my very first character. My namesake, Lens. We've got Ratasum done, but we do not have Metrica Province done. It's like 60% done or 70% done. And as I browse through the other maps, I've got a lot of them that are partially done, or even mostly done. So, the hope will be that maybe I can get a couple of Black Lion chest keys along the way.
Fired up.
Did I go the right way? I don't think I did. I didn't. I have failed you and I feel shame. I'm in a weird body state and that I was really tired today. Woke up really so tired, wanted more sleep. Took a nap. I'm still feeling tired. Perhaps the coffee will perk me up. All right. We have 4 hearts, 2 waypoints, 5 POIs, 4 vistas, and 3 hero challenges to go. It looks like we've got the entire south half of the map taken care of.
I interviewed with Hydrone, Incinergen, and the Optical.
And then we'll be heading over to Caledon Forest. Blech! Oh, I'm sorry. Shouldn't express my opinions in such a forceful fashion, but blech! Alright, we've got a heart to do over here. Well, to finish, we've got it about half done. And a hero challenge here as well. I'm fired up for this. I am indeed fired up. We'll go ahead and set the lesser elementals to auto-cast. We'll summon up the greater elemental. And we'll activate the panel and get to murdering.
Urge to kill rising.
Murderation complete. Inquest. Bleeping inquest, I tell you. Get him, guys.
Urge to kill rising.
The urge to kill. It's rising. Mr. Mojo rising. Getting good XP from these too. Except he was not stuck. He was hiding behind that big branch. Inquest, you can't trust him. You just can't trust him. Nice. Synchronized dying. I appreciate the effort on their part. So this is not going to be what I would refer to as an exciting stream filled with thrills, spills, and chills. Can I just get a couple of more Inquest to spawn, please, so that I can, you know, murder them appropriately? Evidently, the answer to that question is no. I think I can turn in the... I think I get credit for killing the dragonflies? I do. Okay, well, never mind. Then we'll just kill a few dragonflies. Heart complete. And a black lion chest. Oh, that's it. Obviously, they're telling me I'm going to get a key for this. That's nice.
Threshold achieved.
Okay, next up. Over there at Desideratum. Pardon my slurping, of course. %80 done on the map. We've earned that hero point. Back up to here, we'll grab that and then head to parts to the east. We got something done. Hold on. It must be the login for the day. Yeah. Yes, it is. Let's get the kite basket supplies.
Fired up.
We have a heart to the west. The hero point in the basement over here. Nope. In the basement.
Fired up.
Due west to get the POI, and then there's a heart also to the west. So I would expect I should be able to get probably 3 or 4 maps complete tonight. Killing skeeters and the conduits, I think. Yeah. Energy distortions, mosquitoes. Energy distortions will summon up a really big air elemental. Energy distortion. Air elemental. Another heart complete. 84% done with the map. I mean, we did have a head start. We were like 70% done already. Before we did a thing. Waypoint over here somewhere. An Aetherblade cache, huh? Up above. Says it's up above. Let's try that again. Fresh batch of flying and stamina. It says it's still up above. The deuce. Is there actually stuff up there that I just am not really aware of? Oh, that's perfect.
Fired up.
Trying to look up there, and yeah, it looks like there are rocks. Is that the JP? It must be part of the JP. Guess I didn't realize it was this far over. Now I do.
Fired up.
Kite basket supplies. And we've completed another daily thing. Renown heart, very nice. And we have not done this heart, so we will be murdering the Inquest. Don't worry, it's fine. They deserve it. I mean, I'm a tech guy, but I do have limits in my tech. Experimenting on unwilling, living, sentient creatures, not really my bag.
Oh, now that's a view. I feel strong.
I will help this person, and we will together murder a bunch of Inquests. Don't worry, they're bad guys, really. They're really awful. So, presumably your Thursday workday has finished, and now you have but a Friday's accomplishments away from the weekend. Nice. Nice. Do I have this hero point complete? I do not have this hero point complete. I'm going to complete it now.
Sensors detect presence of unknown life form.
Hi.
Scanning.
I'm
Student
pressing the
number
red button.
Quest Tactics tutorial
To
initiated.
kill
Prepare to
rising.
be educated.
Oh, that ate my
How about
dust.
I just spin to win?
Number
There we go.
152634. Score
90%.
90 out of 100%. Pass. Tutorial shutdown imminent.
I'm going to hope I get 2 keys out of the map completions tonight. That would be nice. Assuming I get 4 maps, 2 keys would be nice. I miss. Put all that stuff away.
Now I shall break you.
Fired up.
Kite basket supplies. I think that's 3 of them. Not sure if that's one of the dailies or not. That is a follow from Beanie Basher. If you'll wait just a second. I have a speech for that. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Always nice to get one of those. Thank you. I am just doing mini map completions for great big map completion. I already have that. What am I missing? I earned that hero point. I've got that heart done, but we do not have that Vista. So it's just a casual stream tonight. I'm not putting in any enormous amount of effort because I'm tired. And I'm old. I'm old and tired. I mean, you guys deserve my best effort, but you won't be getting it tonight. Can't lie. It's just not in the cards.
Strong.
Not because I don't want to. Mostly because I'm just not capable tonight, I don't think.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
I'm not getting credit for the heart. Guess I'm just not quite close enough. Well, fine, we'll finish off this event then. Make them pay for their temerity. I did a little bit of everything. I worked at a couple of big companies and a few startups. Mostly as a generalist. About the only sort of standard IT thing I never did much in was networking. But in telephony, everything from punch downs to switch and voicemail configurations, systems administration on everything from individual PCs all the way up to a Cray supercomputer,
No! Control losing, need help someone!
system programming, user support, desktop support, basically everything. The only thing I would not feel comfortable in saying I had any real expertise in was the networking end of stuff. There was always a guy I worked with who was better at networking, so I never had to do much with it.
My role has ended.
Are they not all dead yet? Come on. Stupid inquest. I am certainly not a cool person, but I worked with some very, very cool people over the years.
Zero tolerance.
Pierre Omidyar, the guy
No
who
one will be
started
joining the inquest experiment today.
eBay.
Take that, you cockeyed ravens.
For a while, eBay lived under his desk
We're missing a few survivors. The
at
inquest
work.
took them.
What? How could you let this happen?
Send us.
Bill Atkinson, the guy who invented
They won't be
HyperCard.
expecting a retaliation.
All right.
Andy
I'll
Hertzfeld,
keep watch over the encampment while
the
you're
guy
away.
responsible for the Android operating system on phones.
Ugh, have I mentioned
Megan
the
Smith,
inquest?
the former Chief Information Officer of the United States of America. So yeah, I worked with some very cool people. I was not one of them. I mean, unless cool rubs off. Worked with some terrifyingly smart people. Do we have this POI? Let's find out. I don't think I do, because otherwise I wouldn't have just gotten that one. No, I do not have this POI. We will grab it. Yeah, yes, exactly. That was especially, I just get crap done would be the perfect description of like the last 2/3 of my professional career where I was working at the smaller companies. Usually it was me and one or maybe two other people doing all the IT for a company of anywhere from like 20 to 50. So we were all multitaskers. We all did a shitload of different things. And as long as everything kept working, everyone was happy. Network admin for a small school district. And I imagine there's more to that than just being the network admin. IT tends to be one of those jobs that sort of smears out in that there's a theoretical thing you're doing, but a whole lot of other stuff kind of ends up being in your bailiwick too, whether you want it to or not. 4 of you in IT for 7 schools. Yep, sounds about right.
The chaos magic is corrupting Squid.
You will never understand. Not with you, linear thoughts. Not enough.
And as long as the people you're working with are cool and everything's getting done, it can be a really rewarding experience. And if you're anything like me, one of your most useful skills is your Google Foo, which is, I imagine, a lot harder than it used to be, which is the ability to not know something, but to know how to figure it out by using the internet. But there's so much crap out on the internet now that it can be very difficult to find anything technical.
Fired up.
And it doesn't help that Google's search function has turned to such crap. Sorry to my friends who work at Google. Google search has gone to crap. Thank you. Yeah, the key was always the ability to, like, learn about how to do something on the fly for me.
Not with your linear thoughts. Not enough.
Because, you know, with 2 people working all of the jobs that entail IT for a company of like 50, there's no way between the 2 of us we knew everything.
Fired up.
So the ability to figure it out on the fly was key. A lot of times it wasn't about what you knew, but how to find out what you didn't know. And that I was pretty good at. Are we done yet? We finished this map? Not quite yet. 98%. What are we missing? We are missing one vista. Please be on the map somewhere. You're not going to be on the map somewhere, are you? It's not on the map somewhere. Going to guess over here. Good evening. Welcome back. For those who are not aware of it, I dual cast my stream. Goes out to both Twitch and YouTube. Particularly going to call out the YouTubers for cracking 1,000 subscribers, which is the same as followers on Twitch. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. But if you see me responding to something and you don't see any relevant comment by somebody else, it's probably on the other platform, or I'm hallucinating again. I try to do readbacks. Hey, I would appreciate it. I try to do readbacks. For instance, he just said, oh, I'll have to follow you on Twitch. So that people can understand what the hell I am responding to, unless it's the hallucinations again. But sometimes I miss. But that is the explanation. If I'm blabbing about something, I know where it is. It's the one down here. So if I'm talking to something you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's what it is.
Don't tell anyone.
I am magnifying lens in both locations. And there it is. This should be the first map completion of the evening. Yeah, it's the easiest one to miss, and it's right by where you start. And there we go. We're complete. Drum roll, please. We did not get a key. Thank goodness, a transmutation charge. I do not have enough transmutation charges. I clearly need more
Begin destruction protocol.
transmutation charges. I'm lying. Do you have to get the capital cities for World Comp? I think you do, don't you? Well, we'll save the Grove map completion for last because I hate that map so much. Almost as much as I hate this freaking map. But at least this one theoretically could give me a key.
Nice gear.
That's what she said. Okay, so this is a map. We are 61% done. Completing Metrica Province gave us 1% more world completion. World completion is not for the faint of heart. It is a long-term project. Which is fine. It's nice to have a long-term project. So this will not be getting completed this evening. Like I said, I expect 3 or 4 maps is pretty reasonable amount to get done tonight. And I was hoping for 2 keys, but that's looking a little bit less likely. like to start from Radasum and go east. In this case, I browsed. I chose the character that has the most map completion already done. My first character, Lens. I think you'll agree he's a startlingly handsome, distinguished,
Success!
graceful character. He was at 72. I have completed it twice previously in the past. On my most played character, which is my first Guardian, Spongo Smallberries by name, and also my first Necro, Cullis Nightshade. Rest. The character inspiration for Spongo Smallberries? That was the name by which I was known by my guild in Lord of the Rings Online. That was my first character that got invited to join the kin there, the guild equivalent. And he was my Hobbit burglar. And the thing was, it was about 5 minutes after this servers came up for Guild Wars 2 that I tried to create Spongo, and the name was taken. Okay, I got Lens. I got Lens through the initial human tutorial, with the shaman's hands. And logged out, went to create Spongo, and Spongo was taken. So I had to go with the full name, Spongo Smallberries. By the end of the first day, I had 5 characters. By the end of the head start, I had 1 of each class. The only thing I could figure out about why Spongo was taken is, and I wasn't aware of this when I created the name, I want to be clear about that, it is a German portmanteau word. A combination of the words spastisch and mongoloid. So a spastic mongoloid. Unbeknownst to myself, that's what I named my character.
We fight against nightmares here.
But that's the only reason I could think of why anyone else would have that name 5 minutes into the game's creation and start. All right. Spooter killing time. If there's one thing you can count on, every MMO, every RPG, they all have freaking spooters. It blew my mind. I don't remember why I looked it up. But there it was. Now, the Smallberries part, however, has a specific
Eat my dust.
origin. That is from a movie. A very strange and yet wonderful movie. Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. One of the characters in there had the last name of Smallberries.
All things have a right to grow.
Do I think they'll do a Guild Wars 3? Well, we know they are at least looking at it because of what was said in one of the earnings. The financials from, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, where I think it was the CEO of NCSoft mentioned work on Guild Wars 3, and ArenaNet, well, it's in we're investigating it, kind of hand waving. We know that they're working on something. They have at least one other game they're working on other than Guild Wars 2. The assumption is it's Guild Wars 3, but there's also been indications. Why can't I mount? Smaller than usual. I feel tiny. Oh, that's right. I went into the... Yeah, okay. I'm tiny.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Lunge, and I'm really, really small. It's very strange. I'm normally not this little. I tell ladies, this never happens to me, and yet here I am.
Yeah, so the small berries part comes from... do I not have this heart? I do not. Comes from Buckaroo Banzai. There's a company called Yo-Yo-Dine, and every employee is named John. And so they list like 8 or 10 of the names, and a couple of them are weird, like, you know, John Smallberries, John Ya. But there are a couple where they're just normal names. But every single employee is named John. And one of them is John Smallberries. And hence, that was the creation. Now, I've continued to play on the theme. He has a cousin who is Zonko Shortwood. And just like you have the Sackville Baggins in Lord of the Rings, they are part of the Shortwood Smallberries family.
Nice gear.
They have a third cousin. He is Globos Smackbotty. Did I get this? I did get this hero point. Okay, good. Looks like I basically didn't do any hearts in this map at all. Not sure what I was doing on this map, but that's fine. We'll get it done. There's the jumping puzzle. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Online is still going. It's still an ongoing thing. They still are bringing out content. They just had an expansion, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago? Well, I kind of think that it is appropriate to make goofy-ass Hobbit characters for Lord of the Rings Online. I don't think I'd go and say it's required, but it's almost required.
Threshold achieved.
Yep, 1,250. Played it the littlest bit, but you did enjoy it. Well, they've gotten all the way past Mordor. Not the latest expansion, but the one before that took them to the city of the Corsairs of Umbar. We have not done this, Hart.
Be careful.
Please disguise me, thank you. I'm ready. I've been disguised. Back to the Guild Wars 3 thing. So yes, I think they're working on Guild Wars 3. It has a number of significant challenges for it, I think. One of the interesting ones that I won't get a lot of people, don't think, talking about it is because Guild Wars 2 has such a large component historically of making their money, through microtransactions and cosmetic driven stuff. Nightmare Pup, let us play with the Nightmare Pup. Oh, the pup loves me. Doggies love me. So what are they going to do with Guild Wars 3? Because a lot of people are going to expect that ArenaNet is going to do something similar to what Path of Exile 2 is doing, which is any cosmetic you have in Path of Exile is also going to be available to you in Path of Exile 2. Are they going to do that with Guild Wars 3? Are all of these cosmetics that people have paid, real money for, are those going to be going over to Guild Wars 3? Because a lot of people, I think, will be upset if this month they spent $20 to buy a mount cosmetic and Guild Wars 3 is coming out in a year and they won't have that cosmetic. They're going to feel like they just got ripped off. It is a difficult, thorny problem, shall we say, since I'm Briar Thorn Den. See, it's thorny.
Good.
Death good. Okay. It's I'm glad we had this little chat. You guys weren't paying attention? Death good. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that's just one of the problems they face, is I think people are not going to be happy if they've spent real money in the game in the last couple of years, and that's not translating into Guild Wars 3. Now, that wasn't really a problem for Guild Wars 1, because I don't think they had a very big cosmetic component real money-wise. Mind you, a lot of the stuff in there, they did move over stuff. If you hit certain accomplishments in Guild Wars 1, you got a Guild Wars 2 reward. Hero point is earned. Thank you for asking, because my assumption was, no, I think I missed that. And I had done it previously. So I'm guessing that's what I was doing, was I was running around this map getting hero points. And that explains why I don't have any of the hearts done. But thank you for asking. Because my assumption would have been no. So I'm pretty sure that what I was doing was running around grabbing hero points here years ago.
Fired up.
Well, at least I've got this hero point halfway done. Ugh. One of the reasons that this is the worst of the 5 starter maps is water hearts. Mind you, it's not the only reason. I firmly believe that Guild Wars 2 has far and away the best water combat of any MMO, and it's not even close, but that still doesn't make it good. Got that too. Somebody attacking me. Stupid Nimros. How about I just spin and burn? Works for me. We have any more of the... Markers? We have at least one more marker. Up, up, up. We've got a Damas over here. That'll do it. Catch. I believe you when you tell me underwater Weaver is strong. But it's Weaver. And I am professionally incompetent at Weaver. Got that hero point. Alright. Vista over here.
Fired up.
I'm fired up. We are 72% done. With a good chunk of that being more hearts. Because I think I had like no hearts done on the map at all. POI and heart. More water hearts. Well, it's a water heart unless the event is going on. If the event is going on, that one's
Fired up.
Ah, the hybrid skills shred. I can believe that. It's a very cool design. It's one of those design things they've done that I really, really like. The Weaver. I'm just bad at it. Class testing on the 20th? Oh, yeah. The only problem I have with that is the 21st is the new season for Last Epoch. So I have one day, one stream, probably, to test the classes that I'm most interested in. Oh, look, guys, it's the almost daily spam bot. What a surprise. /ban at them. And they're banned. Twitch, do your goddamn job. It's a simple frickin' string search to block that. It's so frustrating. You love Weaver with your whole heart? The only class or class equivalent I can say that I ever really loved with my whole heart was Bioengineer in Star Wars Galaxies. Pretty much every day I get one bot sticking his head in and talking to me about where I can buy viewers. And what irritates me more than that is how easy it would be for Twitch to fix it so those messages never came through anymore. They had it for about a month or so, where the bots were gone because they removed if the entire URL, stupidbotwebsite.com was there. They muted the message. But now, instead, it says stupidbot spam space.com and it no longer picks it up.
It'll be good to have company.
Those are incredible super geniuses. They added a space and suddenly Twitch is, we don't know what to do. Generally, I'm not impressed with Twitch's technical excellence. Never played the Star Wars games too much, Well, Galaxies in particular is not going to have had a significantly large player base, except for the real old timers, because it was, at least initially, a very, very different game than, say, EverQuest, which was their main product at the time, was EverQuest. And it played very, very different. It was a real sandbox game. It didn't have really, at launch, anything in the way of quests or the like. Everything had to be made by players and sold from player to other player. Such an easy fix they have, so much money and resources. Well, we don't really know. I mean, obviously they're owned by Amazon. Amazon has limitless money. But we don't really know how much confidence and free reign they give to Twitch. But I certainly agree that that's not a problem that they shouldn't be able to solve. Now, there have been 2 Star Wars MMOs. The first was Star Wars Galaxies, which was a very, very different game than any other MMO before or since, really. And the other is Star Wars The Old Republic. I've played both of them a lot. Star Wars Galaxies is still around in the form of private servers. Oh, I have to squish the egg. I'm sorry. Squish the egg. Out comes a spooter. Squish the egg. Squish another egg. Spooters for everyone. So what I liked about the bioengineer profession, is what they were in Galaxies, was it was a mad scientist profession.
Strong.
Where you had to, well, there were 2 parts to it. There was a part that was making components for other crafters, but I never found that very interesting. The interesting one was being a bioengineer and making your own creatures. That's where I got the Lens name from. My character was a smuggler named Lens Lark. I stole that name from some stories by Jack Vance, the Demon Prince novels. 77% then. So what the bioengineer would do is he would sneak up to animals, he would jab them in the ass with a syringe and take genetic samples. He would then take those samples and use them as crafting elements to create a creature that would have some or possibly many of the traits of the creatures that you had sampled. And you would mix and match samples from different creatures to get different statistics, different special attacks, and so on. Oh, my favorite Star Wars character? Interesting. I don't know. I mean, obviously I've watched the movies countless times. I honest to God don't know. I'd never really thought about that. Probably Han, because I always bought the character acting that Harrison Ford did. His acting always seemed really solid for the character, really appropriate for the character.
Strong.
Maul or Grievous? I think I liked Grievous more the first time I saw him, which was in the animated stuff that was done before the movie came out. I wish they'd done more with Maul, as I thought he was a very interesting character. They just didn't give us much with him. I mean, in the various other bits and pieces, they've done more with the character. But a lot of times the sort of non-movie canon stuff has been a lot of crap.
Your compliance is appreciated.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
No response. Behavior deemed suspicious.
I mean, for a long time it was canon that there had once been a Darth Scabrous. Really? Oh, Darth Scabby. That's a great name. And Darth Gravid, which means heavily pregnant. So we have Darth Scabby and Darth Heavily Pregnant? No, thank you. Those don't sound cool or interesting. Those just sound incredibly dumb. Yeah, I think the character was a good and interesting character that they just didn't do enough with in the original. Which is basically all I have. I haven't read any of the comics except the very original series, which I own. That's right. Star Wars #1, baby. Actually about like 1 through 6, I think, were the comics for the first movie. That would have been 77. 1977. I'm old. But I didn't read any of the other comics after that. I haven't seen all of the TV shows. I've seen some of them. Oh, good. Another water heart. I'm so fortunate. I hate water hearts so much. Yeah, you never really see Grievous as... He's almost a comical character in the movies. Whereas it's clear when he first appeared in the comics, or the cartoon. I think the cartoon was done by Tartakovsky, I think his name is. And in there, it's obvious that the reason he pulls back his cloak and has all of these lightsabers is because he's been farming Jedi. Darth Salvia. Ah. Hey, don't do drugs, okay, kids? Drugs are bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, drugs are bad. It's not like I got hammered the other night on alcohol.
That looks valuable.
But drugs are bad. 2003 Clone Wars, badass, and his canon lore is phenomenal. Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. Yeah, his first appearance in the cartoons. I haven't watched a bunch of the cartoons, bits and pieces. I watched the original set where it was a bunch of shorts that were between like 5 minutes to 15 minutes long. Done by, I think it's Evgeny Tartakovsky, I think is his name. Padawan braids his trophies. I don't specifically remember that, but I do remember the fact that, yeah, he'd been farming Jedi.
Peace will be forged with the blood of our oldest enemies.
Also, that was one of the cartoons that they did as part of that series was the one that had Mace Windu spending like 15 minutes just kicking complete and utter ass, and I don't think a word was said in the entire cartoon. The whole thing was storytelling by showing. I think it's Tartakovsky. I'm not positive. He may have been the guy who did Samurai Jack as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, at some point I did read the canon lore behind Grievous. But that was many years ago when he was new. Again, it's a case of me being an old guy.
Bring me crate skins. Peace will be forged with the blood of our oldest enemies.
Bring you crate skins. That's a little dark. Oh, good. Look. Another water heart. This map, it genuinely, deeply, profoundly sucks balls. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk. It's just such a bad map. And people love it. There are people who love this map. They talk about how great it is. It's terrible. Hi, Snoopy. The evening's not terrible, but this map is. I am doing a number of maps this evening, finishing off old maps as I'm working on map completion. And holy crap, don't die. Almost died. Note to self, try not to die. Dying would be bad. I'm doing okay. How about you, Snoopy? I'm tired. I got a decent night's sleep, but I felt like I woke up an hour early. So I took a nap for an hour, and I still feel like I woke up an hour early. You're a Kaladin lover. I'll try not to hold it against you, but no guarantees. I hate it as a map to play through, primarily because of the water hearts, but also because it's so big. It is by far the biggest and has the most requirements to finish the map of any of the starting maps. And also, I find it to be just too green. It's so much of it is just high saturation green coloring that the whole thing just kind of runs together for me. Doing good, just got home. Drove the daughter back to college. Quiet in the home again? Although that's probably a mixed bag. In that, yes, it's quiet, but it's quiet. I myself have no children, of which I am aware. But I have seen that effect from friends. That they're so glad when the kids are out, but they're not glad when the kids are out.
That wall is big. Ooh, how did the Tengu
You have challenged and defeated the sun's great beasts, but you are not Hylian. I am the one true daughter of the sun. Come, face me.
It's a pipe organ.
Power.
And I'm being attacked. Of course I am. The minute I try to play my pipe organ, I get attacked by thunder shrimp. That's just like in real life. Fellow gamer, you talk while playing games. That makes perfect sense. That is, I think, a good way to stay in contact with someone. I mean, well, after all, I stay in contact with a lot of my friends through gaming, so that makes perfect sense to me. I am 84% done. Oh god, we've got at least one more freaking heart. Ugh. So my theory about this was that I probably just ran through the map, grabbing all of the hero challenges and doing none of the hearts, which is why I'm stuck now doing all of the hearts. Pardon me, guys, just coming through. Don't mind me. On my terrifying, glowing... Got that one? Hero point earned. Not earned is the POI. We'll get that. It's below. Heading down. Got it. Excellent. Now we're off the heart. And defeat freaking Crate. God, I hate the water hearts.
Fired up.
This map is a basket of awfulness. Sorry.
Fired up.
I'm fired up, evidently. I just said so anyway. Not that you can believe me. Plus, as gamers, you also have another advantage, I suppose, which is you're familiar with Discord, and imagine Discord's got to be a really good way to just keep in contact with your loved ones. Where do you Crate keep coming from? What, do you have like a box of you downstairs? Is there a crate full of Crate down there? See what I did? Slave remains. Well, that's kind of dark. Hey, hard complete. 87% done. Put all that stuff away. What else have we got? Another heart to the west. Oh my god, it's been nothing but hearts. Most of the rest of the map was done. So we got Metrica done. We'll get this one done. I think I already finished Brisbane Wildlands, I think, on this character. All right, where'd the heart go? There it is. Why did the heart vanish? Is this the heart along the road? Does appear to be the heart along the road. Troll food. Jungle troll. Oh, invulnerable. Bleep off, invulnerable. Yeah, that one thought he was invulnerable. Does this one think he's invulnerable? No, no, not vulnerable. Dead. Stupid trolls. Is this invulnerable too? No, he's not. Yay. I like vulnerable trolls much better than invulnerable trolls. Oh, there are a number of other players running around out here, too. It's always nice to see. Some mosquito larvae to finish, perhaps?
Stay calm and hide. They don't see or hear us. Maybe they'll leave us alone.
Art complete. 88% done with this map. Oh, we have a jungle troll chieftain. Let's set him on fire and murder him. Why are they invulnerable? They're attacking me and they're invulnerable. What the shit is that? That is clearly, it is completely not fair.
Keeping spite for the dead doesn't help anyone.
4 POIs, 4 hearts left.
Thank you very much.
4 more hearts. It does appear that I did absolutely none of the freaking hearts.
You were the one who decided to take a break.
In the whole map. That's all I'm doing is freaking hearts. It's like I'm cursed by my own self. All right, we got that done. We're looking for POIs and hearts. Got that one. Couldn't see it because of the stupid parachute. Okay. One over there. Where am I again? We'll grab the POIs and assume those will
Fired up.
lead us eventually to the vicinity of the hearts. What we still need to do.
Fired up.
Swarm up. Is that like form up? Too slow, frogs. Too slow.
To me, we're stronger side by side.
Now you'll be playing Spear Renegade. I don't think I've played much
We're the
Spear
ward that
Renegade.
keeps this place safe. Stand strong.
What else have we got? 2 of them down there. And a heart to finish. All right. POI. Successfully conquered. I have defeated that point of interest, crushed its will to live, because it's not alive.
Fired up.
Ooh. Quality red meat.
Oh, that had to hurt.
93% done with the map. Well, the POI is over here. $94% done. So what, like 2 of each left? Something like that? One. Oh, okay. Both of the hearts are down there, it looks like. I don't know where the POI is yet. It will make me probably regret my life choices.
Pardon me.
I'd like to.
Thank you for your articulate expression of distress by going, repel the Nightmare Court, clear spooder webs, and activate mortar pods. Mortar pods, mortar pods. Oh, okay. You're dead, and I don't have an option to res you. Sorry, I guess that Silvari, when they die, stay dead. I would consider that good news. No, I'm not a Silvari fan, I have to admit. Ooh, many of them. Oh, how very nice the event spawned. That's always a bonus. This way, the food delivers itself. Art complete. All right. The last heart we need is there. And that's the POI. Okay, so. Heart there. And then the POI, and we will have finished our second map for the night. And then we'll see where we're off to next. Yes, I will keep pulling up the noxious plants. After all they're doing is continually poisoning me. If I do this right, I could kill myself with the poisons. Okay,
I feel strong.
have I mentioned how much I really dislike invulnerable mobs? How much they, oh, I don't know, piss me off? Oh, are we almost done? We're almost done already. We're done. That just leaves the... No, we've got one more freaking heart to do. Where the hell's the last heart? Oh, there's the POI. And then one heart. Damn it, we're not done yet. Like every heart on the map. It's excruciating. It's the worst parts. It's just pain. It's soul-eroding pain. It's possible I'm being over-dramatic. It's probable I'm being over-dramatic. I'm being over-dramatic. Got this heart? We have the heart with the doggies done? We must have. I probably did that one first, because that one's always nice to do, because, hey, doggies. Hey. I'm an angry, bitter old man, but even I like doggies. Even my kitties. Probably over here. The heart over there. I'm betting it's the heart over there that has not been done. As in the past, that has been the heart I have missed. And since I didn't see it on the map, I'm going to guess that that means it ain't been done. I am correct. I have correctly ascertained the last thing we need to do.
Seize the moment.
Yes, turn me into a big tree. Thank you. It's a diseased grub. Which one is it here? Pardon me, I'm going to spread pollen. And there's just no way that doesn't sound sexual. I'm hitting F. Why is nothing happening? Hi, big guy. You're enormous. I feel so puny. What do we got? What do we got? Pardon me again. I'm going to spew pollen everywhere. I'm just sharing my love with the plants. It's going to be enough. It's going to be enough. Part complete, map complete. We will stop being
Fired up.
a tree. All right, we did not get our key in our first map this evening. Statistically, we're guaranteed to get one here, right? See? Told you. You guys should believe me when I talk about stuff like math, you know?
This is most remarkable.
We do have a black lion chest because we got one earlier. Ooh, we've gotten 2 tonight. We are guaranteed a black lion statuette and a Nashblade Zephyrite supply box. We're guaranteed 2 commons. Good ones are the unlocks. Maybe the dies if we get lucky. The crafting mats are fine. Crappy ones will be things like the transmutation charges because I have 1,500 of them. The uncommons include a cool helm skin, a regenerative chamber chair. Not really my vibe, but you know, it's fine. Ooh, a vintage Black Lion weapon box would be cool. I'm not sure I've ever gotten one of those as an uncommon. The mystical skins are pretty good. They kind of had this blurry, shimmery effect. Kind of like it. The rares include the Void Corrupted... Oh, God, please, no, get me out of here. I don't want to fight these things. I'm blabbing. Don't try to make me fight mid-blab. That's just rude. The rares include the Corrupted skins, which are actually pretty cool. They sort of have a shimmery water on oil kind of look for the corruption. Very nice. And then the super rares, which of course, I'll never get. Here we go. I will click open. We'll get a common here, and hopefully a 5th box to appear right there. And that would be an uncommon or better. It's about a 10% chance, 1 in 10. It's been a long time since I had one. mathematically, statistically, I'm due. ArenaNet, gimme. They say no. I think that's unfair of them. I think they are simply displaying elder prejudice. They are prejudiced against us old folk. Clearly, that would be the only reason I would not have gotten an uncommon or better. Couldn't be random. It has to be they're bad guys. Right. We will return to the Mistlock Sanctuary briefly. We'll bank the bankables. We'll open the Zephyrite box. We got an unlock. Unlocks are always fun, cool, interesting. They're not always good, but they're always fun, cool, and interesting. Because there are so many things you could get, and some of them are extraordinarily cool, but not all of them. We will put away the Revive Orb.
Refreshing.
The Black Lion statuette. We'll sell the junk out of our trunk. The Zephyrite box is the same stuff that is currently available at the festival. Presumably this is better because it also includes a guaranteed item you can sell for 50 silver to, I think, 5 gold. Yeah, 5 gold. The commons are low-tier crafting items, essentially junk. The uncommons are slightly less low-tier crafting items and a few skins. The rares are slightly higher crafting tier items and more skins. The super rares go from anything from incredibly disappointing to, you've got to be kidding me, 10,000 gold? I won't be getting one of those tonight. Here we go. Yep, nope. We got the 5 gold item, so that's basically short of getting one of the good super rares. That's as good as you're going to get. I'm going to take that with a nod and a wink.
Refreshing.
The guaranteed wardrobe unlock. It is any armor, weapon, outfit, die, glider, mini, finisher, mail carrier in the game except legendaries.
Recovery.
So how many items could it be? It could be any of these. So as you might expect, given the fact that there are what? 20 or 30 different skins I could get? It could be something amazing, astonishing, and cool, or it could be the plainest, least interesting thing in the game. Let's find out. It is the Paladin's Decree rifle. Not a big fan of the Paladin's Decree set. I have one. I think it's the Focus, which looks like you're holding like a deed or a government document. That one I thought looked pretty good. Other than that, they have a ribbon. Other than that, they are a well below average set. For me personally, I find this set to be on a 10 scale to be a 2 or a 3. Really not very interesting. But hey, we unlocked it. And that is cool. I am going to take a sec to refill my coffee cup, and then we will figure out which map we're going to next. 2 down, shitloads to go. In case you're curious, oh, that's right. They don't show you your percentages here. Okay. I've got this. We'll travel to Lion's Arch. As soon as we pop in, I'll hit M. You can look at my percentages. As soon as we pop in, any second now. Lion's Arch is busy. It's a big map. Takes a while to load in. I understand. There we go. You can see I was started the day at 72%. We have completed 2 maps, and that's only 2%. I'll be right back. The maps were mostly already done, though.
Yumi, look out! Give me an apple too!
Hey, thief!
Get him! Run! I'm using my magic thief. Go!
Come back here with that, you little... Oh, little stinkers.
All right, we just did Metrica and Caledon. Brisbane is not done. It is 51% done, but again, it's mostly hearts. Ugh. How about something that isn't mostly hearts? Sparkfly Fin. 70% done. A few hearts, a little of everything. That sounds more interesting to me. Let's see, we can start down here at Splintered Coast, as that's where Tequatl hangs out. Is he back in 34 minutes? No, I don't think so. I think he's back. Oh, that waypoint was busy. Of course it was. That's okay. We've got this heart. Kill undead, burn corrupted plants, light lamps, collect scattered tools.
It's the dead with
Sure,
the
we can do that.
most.
Someone somewhere will remember them as they were before.
Destroy you. That's not very friendly and welcoming.
Strong.
Assuming we have to get these tools back to the Yutzes back there.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Yeah, that had to hurt. I think I'm supposed to say, like, booyah or something. I'm not sure.
It begins.
No, it ends. Corrupted tree, discarded tool. Let's see how much heart progress we get for turning in the discarded tools.
Fired up.
Presumably those go to the heart dude. Brannon by name. I found some tools. Not much in the way of progress from those, gotta say. Did I lose my summoned elementals because I mounted up for a moment? Oh,
The dead with no names that bother me most.
dreadful. Dreadful, just dreadful. Discarded Sylvari tools. A Sylvari tool, they look like they're axes or something. Wouldn't that be like a hate crime against Sylvari? An axe? Heart complete. Waypoint over here. And a heart. Trolls and supplies over here, I believe. I had hoped for 3 or 4 maps tonight. Looks like it's going to be 3.
The troll alpha male is nearby.
Oh, that's right. Doing all of the hearts in Caledon was painful. Caledon is painful. The champion jungle troll is up. He has been up every time I have done this map recently, which has been a fair amount, actually. I did it on a couple of characters in the last 2 weeks. Somebody's fighting him. I'm gonna try.
Come here.
I'm not gonna fight him alone, but if there's somebody else trying, I will try to help. Whoa! Seriously, dude, that was just unnecessary. Oh, is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's still fighting too.
Fired up.
Let's go all freaking flaming
Cooling down.
torpedo? Not a torpedo.
That looks valuable.
Tornado, yes. Torpedo, not really, no. Still, what was coming out of my mouth was definitely torpedo. Why, I couldn't tell you. My brain, occasionally, it kind of just spitballs on its own. The champion bag had nothing. And nothing out of that either. Do I get any progress for killing the drakes? I don't know. Let's find out. No. Drake's not worth it. Jungle Troll's worth it.
Urge to kill rising.
The urge to kill is rising, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Mojo Rising. Well, hopefully these jungle trolls, who were kind enough to be standing close to one another... Oh, come on, guys. Thank you. I didn't want them to, you know, split up and not both get murdered at the same time. I believe in ethical mass murder. Totally not an oxymoron. Kind of.
Urge to kill rising.
My strength fails me.
All right. Nope. That doesn't give us progress. If it doesn't give us progress, we're not interested. What the hell was that? No idea what just happened. Weird. Okay.
Fired up.
I'm fired up. Hard complete. 75%. Done with the map. We have a waypoint over here and a heart. This heart is training Sylvari, removing corrupted mushrooms, defeating hostile enemies around Dry Ground Village.
Fired up.
Corrupted shroom. Once again, there is a key to getting through the induction on a heart completion item, which is if you swap weapons, all three of them ran in opposite direction. If you swap weapons, it prematurely ends the induction, but does not prevent you from getting the credit for, in this case, picking the mushroom, for instance. It's pretty common that that is a very useful tool to have. You just do a quick weapon swap, and boom. You're back in control of your character, and it basically instantly finishes the induction. I see. I knew you were coming. You thought you were hiding. Thought you were clever. You weren't. Oh, another Black Lion chest. Clearly an indicator that once again we will get a key from this map. Maybe. I think it's a solid maybe. I mean, we're batting 500 on getting a chest means you will get a key, because we've gotten 2 chests before this and gotten 1 key. So batting 500, 50%. So half of the time it works every time. Right? Right. I mean, that's just science, you know?
I feel strong.
I feel strong. I don't actually feel strong. feel old and tired. Not that that's like any kind of news or anything. Lens, why do you feel old and tired? That would be because I'm old. And maybe I'm tired.
It would be safer here if you had a sword.
We are 78% done with this map. Oh, let's be more than 78. Let's go for 79 or 80. How about 80? 80 seems like a nice number. 80 it is.
Fired up.
Three quartz crystals. Quartz crystals right now are like at a record low value. Oh, we have a hero point to earn down here. As a note, if you are a Guild Wars 2 player who has a significant inventory of saved goodies, now would be the ideal time to sell any globs of ectoplasm you have, as they are selling for about 50% higher than usual. What in the hell happened to remove my auto casting for the lesser elementals?
Eat my dust.
They're currently selling at about 50 silver each, a little over. Historically, over the last many months, they've been selling for 34 silver each. So it's basically a 50% premium right now. If you've got a stack, sell them for 125 gold. Couple of months, buy them back for 50? Let's see, a stack would be about 125 gold right now. About 80 gold. Later, so you would come out ahead by about 40 gold. Is this... Hero point is not earned. I will now earn this hero point. I believe this is the Shark Pistrix. Yep. An ancient Shark Pistrix. I looked it up because Pistrix was not a word I was familiar with. And in essence, an ancient Shark Pistrix is an ancient shark. More or less.
Fired up.
We have another heart to the north of us. There is an event. Frequently, if the event is ongoing around a heart, that will make finishing the heart much quicker than it might otherwise be. Because you have dinner delivering itself. You don't have to chase down the bad guys. The bad guys come to you. That was a POI we didn't have. Very nice.
It begins!
It begins. Wondering why my 4 didn't actually do any damage, and the answer was, it didn't go off. You got interrupted, Lambs. Try to suck less. Easier said than done.
I feel strong.
I feel strong. I feel invincible.
That went better than I expected.
are swarming! Protect yourselves!
Undead are swarming! Protect yourselves! Now, this is a timed event. Timed events, on the other hand, suck. But in this particular case, what it's doing is it's making the heart very quick. And since I'm not leveling up or anything, that's all I
Undead are
care.
swarming! Protect yourselves!
That heart now being complete, I will move on. Sorry, frogs, you're on your own. Not very nice, I know. This heart is done. We've got a big space over there that has not been explored. I'm going to assume that there are things over there. Once again, I'm falling back on the scientific method of assuming that there's stuff in a place I haven't been. POI. Player murdering things. Good luck, player! Murdering things. But I've got stuff needs doing. We have a waypoint. But I think we also have a POI and a cave in here tucked in someplace. Also, I think there's an inquest base down here that I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten. That's the cave. We've got something definitely over there that we have not explored, as we have the icon indicative of, hey, something over here you haven't explored. Oh, we have a cave. We're going in. We can see that there is a POI. There is nothing in this cave. I've managed to pick the cave that has nothing in it. The POI over here, I think, yeah, it's the Inquest Lab. Funnily enough, I have gotten the waypoint here at some point, but I did not get the Inquest Lab that's right next to it because I'm bad at my job. We are 95% done with this map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's like 3 or 4 more map things. We have 1 heart, 1 vista, 1 POI. Well, we can see where the waypoint is because it's right in the map, and I just happened to look right where it was. It's like right in the middle of the map. Clear as day. Bingo. That is all of the waypoints. Heart and POI. Heart. We have there a scout who will point us at the heart we're missing.
This area is dangerous, and we need to carve our way
That
through
would be
it
the
to push
heart.
back the
Is that the one with... Yeah, it is. It's this one. We'll be rezzing people and their strong boxes, but it looks like there are none of the mobs around. There is a rotmouth that we can't do anything to. Maybe we can with the mine. Doesn't look like. There's a risen thrall, so the mobs are starting to respawn to some degree at least. Alright. Warden. Rezzing. We will wez him. He will get wezzed. Yep, all of the mobs are respawning. I don't know if the end of an event wipes them all out or what it was, but I have seen that exact same thing before where I had to do the whole thing with no mobs around. It wasn't bad. It just struck me as weird. Event was successful. I have no idea which event that was, but it was successful. I like to think the event would not have succeeded without me. Whatever event that was. I'm glad I could help out those who needed help. By doing whatever it was I was doing. As I was just, you know, doing stuff.
I feel strong.
I feel strong. Grab a Mind Strong box and throw it at the Risen Thrall. And maybe I'll just spin in fire and murder. We have a pile of sand. It's a hostile looking pile of sand. Don't know what it was, but it's sand no more. It's rough and coarse, and it gets into everything. Sorry. It begins. Jedi Jaina Solo. Is that player's character name? Strange that I make an Anakin Skywalker reference and we immediately run into a Solo.
The Wild Hunt are in need of help.
Now I shall break you.
A certain degree of synchronicity involved. I think we're missing just one more thing on this map. It is a POI. And will we be lucky and have it appear on the map or not? Ooh, feeling like not. It's not. Oh, that is disheartening. There's a POI somewhere and we don't know where. We are going to have to scour the map for an area that looks unexplored. If we're lucky, there'll be an indicator on the mini-map. When we don't seem to be lucky, the only thing we have sort of showing up is a quest icon, but that could be it. I'm not sanguine about our chances, but it could be it. I think I know. I think it is the cave in the eastern side with Nightmare Court in it. I think. That I was speaking about before I headed off to grab the Inquest one. I think. If I had to guess, and actually, I have to guess, that would be the one. The Champion Jungle Troll is up again. A couple people working on him. He's almost dead. Can I get a whack in? I can. I did not get a champion bag for that. I'm not sure if I didn't get it because my contribution was so minimal or because I got it 15 minutes ago. Potato. Potato. Let's call the whole thing off. All right, I think it's going to be over here. There is, god damn it. All right, that's the inquest. So it's north of this. Whoops, there we go. We have the indicator of a place we have not been. And that is consistent with the Eastern Edge cave that has Nightmare Court. I think that right there was the map, the cave we went into that had no actual cave. It was just sort of a dent. But I think the actual Nightmare Court cave is over here. Dire Sight Caverns discovered. Another player exiting them. The POI indicator on the map. And the crowd goes wild. We immediately turn around and head to Mythlock Sanctuary. That's 3 maps complete for the night. I'd hoped for 4. But Caledon, having to do every single heart, murdered my will to live and took up most of the evening. I don't like that map. Sell our crop. Junk sold. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can we get another key? Again? First of all, let's take the mail. From the Tyrian Explorer Society. 1 in 3. Or 30%. I'm not sure. One of those two. We've gotten 1 out of 2 tonight. Can we get 2 out of 3? No.
Nice gear.
Although evidently I have nice gear. At least if you listen to that. It's a transmutation charge, 40 linen scraps, and a couple of yellows. Level 60 yellows.
Affirmative.
Didn't even get globs of Ecto. I was robbed. So, oh god, why don't they give us the map completion numbers here? And we'll figure out where we're going to go tomorrow. I will be calling it an evening. I would like to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate it very, very much. For realsies. I know it's easy to assume that when streamers give you their, oh, thanks guys, I really appreciate it. It feels a little insincere, and maybe sometimes it is, but not from me. I mean it. Thanks, guys. Oh my god, Snowden Drifts. I only have 2 of the hearts done. That's gonna hurt. We got 3% world completion tonight. We finished off 3 maps that were at least half done. And that gave us 3%. That's not an enormous amount, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Which is a really tedious cliche. I think probably Snowden Drifts tomorrow. Again, Diessa Plateau is halfway done, but only 1 heart. Fire Heart Rise, 3 out of 12. Man, I got a lot of hearts to do. I have about 1/3 of the hearts in the game, the core game, to do. Ugh. Time consuming. But 3% tonight. Anyway, again, guys, thanks for hanging out. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. with more map comp. Again, low energy, casual streams, other than me raging at some hearts being just excruciating. But that's going to do it for tonight. Again, thanks, guys. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Hope the rest of your Thursday night, or possibly Friday morning, goes great, and that your Friday can go very quickly to get you into your weekend, because you, yes, you, deserve a weekend. I'm back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now.